Hey guys, this is Travis and welcome to Power Yoga, Twist and Stretch. This class will be a combination of both Power Yoga and Yin Yoga. So about 2/3 power where we flow, we build the heat, we get warm, we get sweaty. And then about into the fascia of the body and bring health into our connected tissues and also our joints. Now, this class is a special class because we are celebrating the milestone of reaching 200,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And I wanted to do this as a way of just giving back. So thank you to all of you for subscribing and supporting this channel, whether that's a yoga class, a meditation, or engaging in the podcast. Now, it's also turns out that today we just announced that we have a new program coming out Wednesday, March 17th, 2021. And this program is called Yoga Detox 30. It's a 30-day detox program that I created with my wife, Lauren, that's going to be available on Interdimension TV. So since these two events just happened to coincidentally come together, in an opening kneeling position, if you have a block or something to support yourself with, feel free to grab that. Otherwise, you can sit back onto your heels. And from here, extend your arms out in front of you, palms flat on top of your knees, close your eyes. And we'll take a nice big deep inhale through the nose. And then out the mouth, exhale, just let it all go as you begin to land and arrive into your practice today. These hurries, let it go. One more time, nice big deep inhale. And then out the mouth, exhale, let it all go. And as you allow your breath to continue to wave in and out through the nose with rhythm and cadence, in a balanced, steady way, feel free to set an intention for your practice today. A word, a quality that you would like to strengthen, to reinforce, whether that's health, power, wisdom, patience, balance. What's your word for your practice today? And after you've selected that word, just repeat it several times silently, internally, inside of your mind. Just like a mantra. And nice and easily allow the repetition of that word to fade away. Take another big inhale through the nose. And then out the mouth, exhale. Just let it all go. From here, go ahead and open up the eyes. Bring your hands up, prayer position in front of the chest. By the way, my word is gratitude to you guys for your support. From here, we're going to circle the arms up to the sky on an inhale. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms inside out. And then we'll do some breath of fire in and out through the nose. So start to pump that air in and out through the nostrils, giving equal emphasis to both the inhales and the exhales. We'll go for about 30 seconds here. So find your own rhythm and your own intensity. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a big inhale through the nose. And then on the exhale, crisscross your hands, your arms behind you so your elbows point straight up. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And then another round of breath of fire. As you're ready, go ahead and begin. Keep going through it. And those of you that maybe are new to this pranayama and yoga, what we call Bhastrika, the breath of fire, this is a powerful way of opening what we call the pranavaha shrutas, which are essentially your respiratory channels. So we begin to open up the sinuses and the pathway into the lungs so that we get more of that air, more of that oxygen flowing in, more of that carbon dioxide flowing out as we awaken prana, chi, life force, soul force, energy within our system. Keep pumping. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On an inhale, interlace your fingers, palms back up to the skies, those elbows straight. Exhale, crisscross the arms the opposite way, and then we'll flow through one last final round. So take an inhale, and then begin last round, breath of fire, Bhastrika. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, interlace the fingers, palms back up to the sky, arms straighten. And then on an exhale, bring the hands to prayer position in front of the heart, breathing out the mouth. Take a moment, close the eyes, and feel the after effects of that breath of fire and the impact that that had on you mentally. Maybe you feel a little bit more alert, awake, energized. For me, it almost feels as if the scope of my senses have been broadened, so my senses become more heightened, more subtle, more dimensional. Good. And then from here, go ahead and open up the eyes. Take an inhale, sitting up nice and tall. And then on the exhale, just an easy twist over to the right. Very, very subtle. Taking a couple of breaths there, allowing the twist to happen from above the diaphragm. Come back facing forward on the inhale. And twist it to the other side on the exhale. You're not forcing, not pushing, not jamming your way into the position. Especially at the beginning of the practice. So you bring compassion, you bring kindness to how you work with your body. Come back to middle, and then on the inhale, circle both arms up to the sky. And then on the exhale, we're going to turn to the right, spreading the arms out wide like a T position. So your arms are parallel to the floor. Come back facing forward on the inhale, both arms rise and lift. And then on the exhale, rotate and turn to the left. Good. Come back to the front on the inhale. Interlace the fingers, palms inside out. Stretch it up. And then on the exhale, you're going to turn the torso to the right. And then you're going to gently lean back to your own degree. So a little twist and a little arm down there into that lower back. And we're on a mission. And our mission is to move through every particle of this body, just pumping it with that life force, with that prana. So by the end of the class, there's not a place in the body that didn't get that healing medicine. Inhale, come back facing forward. And then on the exhale, rotate to the left, gently lean back and look up to your own degree. Beautiful. Inhale, come back facing forward. And then on the exhale, both hands come down to the ground, tabletop position, all fours. From tabletop pose, go ahead and step back to plank pose, upper push-up position. We'll be here for a couple of breaths. Take a moment to find that sharp diagonal from your heels all the way up to the top of the head as you zipper up. You lengthen the tailbone back by the heels. You press strong between your thumbs and your indexes. Come forward onto the tips of the toes as you inhale. Keep the weight forward as you exhale, lower down, keeping those elbows in so they shade the outsides of your ribs. Good. Now from here, spread your hands out wider than your mat. Fingertips turned outward. And then on an inhale, spider cobra. So lift your chest up, draw the shoulders back. And then on the exhale, lower the chest and chin down to the mat. Now we'll twist to the right. Inhale, spider twisting cobra. And then on the exhale, lower down to the mat. Other side. Inhale, peel open through that left chest. And then exhale, lower back down. Now come right up the middle and hold at the top. Breaths. Feel your shoulder blades drawing in. Feel your chest broadening. And feel your heart being pulled away from your toes, away from your lower back. So you create a little length and then you find a little height. Take one last inhale, goodbye, maybe lifting up a little more. And then on the exhale, lower back down to the floor, slide the hands next to the ribs, tuck the toes underneath the feet, take an inhale there. And then on an exhale, push up to plank, upper push up, press back to downward facing dog on the exhale. First down dog of many. We're going to be moving through down dog many, many more times. So for this first down dog, feel free to move the body. I like to walk out that dog, just alternating one heel down towards the ground at a time, pedaling out to the feet. And where I'm at in California, pretty early in the morning. So morning practice is going to feel different than an afternoon practice. And I know we have people tuning in from all around the world, which is a beautiful thing. And those of you that are here live with me, so good to know that we're all moving through this together. We're all connected through this great, powerful tradition of yoga and meditation and wisdom. From downward facing dog, take an inhale, lift that right leg off the ground, parallel to the floor. And then on the exhale, swing your right foot forward to the top of your yoga mat. Release the left knee down onto the mat. Release the top of the left foot. And then both hands on top of your right knee, right thigh, low lunge, Anjane Asana. Now see if you can commit to taking each and every inhale and pulling it all the way down to the lungs. A lot of us don't breathe deep. In fact, the average person only breathes into about a third of their lung capacity. See if you can connect into the other 2/3, and you'll feel your energy beginning to amplify and animate. Take both arms up to the sky, palms face each other, fingers spread wide like the rays of a sun. Take one last inhale, reach up, maybe lean back a tad. And then on the exhale, both hands come down to the mat. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee up on an inhale. Step the left foot forward to join the right foot on an exhale. Flat back on an inhale. And then forward fold on the exhale. Relax the head, the neck. And then on an inhale, rise and fly. Both arms all the way up to the sky. And hands back to prayer position in front of. Close the eyes, hold there, come back to your intention. What was that word that you chose at the beginning? Allow your intention, allow that quality that you chose to reinforce to be like your North Star. So you're captaining your ship in that direction. And you're no longer becoming a victim to external forces. You're becoming empowered to choosing your own destiny, choosing your own course, creating your own reality. And then forward fold on the exhale as you pour the chest out over your thighs. Flat back, either hands to shins or fingers on the floor. And then on the exhale, step the right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Release the right knee, the top of the right foot. Climb aboard, both hands on top of that left knee, left thigh. Enjoy that stretch across your right hip flexor. And then we'll take those arms back up to the sky, adding that into the mix. Each pose is like a wave, so you don't have to come to the climax of the wave, that first or that second breath. Just allow it to slowly grow and evolve. Take one last inhale, find the peak of that wave, and then on the exhale, that wave is gone and a new one comes. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee up, step the left foot back on an inhale, plank. And then exhale, lower down with strength, keeping those elbows in and that weight forward. Cobra on an inhale, chest up, shoulders slide down the back. And then on the exhale, downward facing dog. Toes, lift the hips. Come back to that breath, spilling deep in and out through the nose. Hands spread a little bit wider than the shoulders. See if you can wrap those outer shoulders back. You can even rotate your fingertips slightly outward. So you get nice and open in the shoulders. From here, come onto the tips of the toes, lift the heels on an inhale. Swivel the heels to the right on an exhale. Come back up to center on the inhale. Swivel the heels to the left, exhale. Come back up to middle on the inhale. And then heels drive down towards the ground on an exhale as we start to find a little rhythm and a little opening warm-up series stroll. Goes like this. Inhale, right leg lifts up. And then exhale, right foot top of the mat. Release the left knee down. On an inhale, both arms come up. And then on the exhale, hands to prayer position in front of the chest. Take an inhale there. And then on the exhale, twist to the right, just like you did at the beginning of the class. Come back to the front on the inhale, both arms up, maybe a little arch back. And then on the exhale, both hands to the mat. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee up, inhale. Step the left foot forward, top of the mat, exhale. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, rise and fly, both arms up to the sky. And then exhale, both hands down that midline. Take an inhale there. Turn to the right on the exhale, keeping those hips facing front. Inhale, back to center. And then exhale, twisting to the other side. Good. Inhale, back to the front, both arms up, upward salute. And then exhale, forward fold, just like a moving meditation. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, step the right foot to the back of the mat. Release the right knee down. Inhale, both arms come up, Anjane Asana. And then exhale, hands to prayer, Anjali. Hold for the inhale. Twist to the left, exhale. Inhale to the front, both arms up to the sky. And then exhale, both hands glide down. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, left foot back on the inhale, plank. And then exhale, lower down. Cobra on the inhale, swimming the body through. And then exhale, down dog in that yoga groove. Lift those heels up, inhale. Swivel the heels to the right, exhale. Inhale, back to middle. Exhale, swivel left. Inhale, back to middle. Exhale, heels down. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg parallel to the ground. Exhale, right foot top of the mat. Release the left knee. On the inhale, both arms come back up. Turn to the right, exhale, spreading the arms wide like a T. Inhale, arms up nice and easily. Exhale, both hands come down. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, inhale. Step it forward, exhale. Flat back, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, rise and elevate, both arms up. Turn to the right on the exhale. Inhale, back to the front. And exhale, twist it to the left. You got it. Inhale, both arms up, feet driving into the earth. Forward fold, exhale, moving with the wind of breath. Flat back, inhale, heart reaches out. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Breath leads the way. Exhale, turn and rotate to the left. Inhale, back to the front, arms up high. Exhale, both hands come down. Step back to plank pose. Inhale with grace. Exhale, lower down with a smile across the face. Inhale, because we're doing yoga together. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Heels lift on the inhale. Swivel to the right. Exhale. Center. Exhale, swivel left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, heels down. One more round. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot through. Inhale, both arms come up. Interlace the fingers, palms inside out. And then on the exhale, turn to the right. Gently lean back. A little bit of balance there as well. Inhale back to the front. And then exhale, both hands come down. Lift that left knee, inhale. Step it forward, exhale. Flat back, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, rise and circle, arms up, interlace, palms inside out. And then on the exhale, turn to the right, gently lean back and look up, twisting and arching. Inhale, face forward. Exhale, rotate to the left. Inhale, back to the front. And then exhale, both hands come all the way to the floor. Flat back, inhale, pull that oxygen deep. Exhale, fold, step the right foot back. Inhale, rise from a little strong foundation, interlace. And exhale, rotate to the left. Gently lean back to your own degree. Inhale, face front. Exhale, hands come down. Step that left foot back, plank pose, inhale. And then lower down with muscle, with strength, with support, exhale. Inhale, bend your spine with sensitivity, no ego. And exhale back. Down dog, your ego in yoga is not your amigo. See if you can be dominated by your wisdom, be dominated by your intuition, because the ego always wants to compare, to compete, to move with aggression. That just leads to suffering. We're here to unending joy. All right, you guys, from here, right leg up, inhale. Bring the right knee, left tricep to exhale. Inhale, right leg back. Same thing, exhale, right knee, left tricep. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, touch, left arm. Inhale, right leg back. Down dog, right foot on the mat, other side, left leg up, inhale. Cross it, right arm, exhale. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, right arm, cross. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, right arm, touch. Inhale, left leg back. Left on the mat. Forward to plank pose, inhale. Chaturanga, lower down, exhale. Cobra or up dog, inhale, you choose. And then down dog, exhale. Two more of those. Inhale forward, building the heat. Exhale, lower with strength. Inhale, elevate, chest high. Exhale, down dog. One more time. Inhale, stoking the fire. Exhale, lower with control. Inhale, shoulders roll. Exhale, you got it. Down dog. No more to go. Take a big inhale through the nose. And then out the mouth. Exhale, let it go. We call that the sneak attack. Started off so easy and gentle. And then wham. You just got punched. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale, bend the knees. Both arms up to the sky, chair pose. So the punch in the face is obviously a metaphor for encountering adversity. Is there any other way to grow, to evolve, other than to challenge yourself? And we're doing it on our yoga mat. We're doing it in one of the safest, most loving, compassionate environments on the planet. And you get to choose the degree that you do the poses. And you can always take breaks. All that we ask is that you just keep the breath steady and you keep the mind present and focus, so you never lose the mindfulness. Sit back a little deeper, take one last inhale, chair, and then exhale, forward fold, let it go. Flat back, inhale, step or jump back, lower down, vinyasa, exhale. Cobra up dog, inhale. And then down dog, exhale. From here, right leg up, inhale. And then right knee, right tricep, exhale. Swing to the left arm, inhale. Swing right arm, exhale. Pull it back, inhale. Top of the mat, exhale. Stay on the back left toes. Keep the left knee lifted. And then crescent pose. Go ahead and bring both arms vertical to the sky. So you're bending your right knee right above your right heel and ankle, getting your bones well aligned. You might put a little micro bend in that back left knee, especially as the body continues to warm up. You're turning the outer left hip forward. And as your arms reach up, you're relaxing around the neck. Draw down. Take one last inhale, feel the peak of the wave. And then exhale, vinyasa. Go ahead and lower all the way down. Let the breath carry you. Inhale, flood the lungs with oxygen. Exhale, down dog. Second side, left leg up, inhale. And then left tricep, exhale. Swing right arm, inhale. Swing left arm, exhale. Pull back, inhale. Top of the mat, exhale. At your leisure, go ahead and rise up. Crescent pose on the other side. And here we are, as if we're all just climbing a big mountain together. And the higher we climb, and the more challenging it becomes, also on some level, the more fulfilling it becomes. There's something about persevering challenge where we start to feel whole, we start to feel complete. We start to feel our willpower and our self-esteem and our self-confidence growing. Take one last inhale, reach up, and then exhale, vinyasa, all the way down steady. Inhale, scoop it up. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, dry back, tops of your thighs. And then exhale, walk or fly, top of the mat. Flat back, inhale. Fold, exhale. Bend the knees. Take a seat. Chair pose, arms back up to the sky. Now, setting up for what we call chair sweeps. What we'll do here is we'll take an inhale through the nose, and then we'll sweep the arms back behind us on an exhale out the mouth. So 5 of these. Take an inhale, reach. Out the mouth. Exhale, feet back. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale, come up to chair. Forward fold. Let it go. Light like air. Flat back. Strong like steel. Exhale. Step or jump back. Vinyasa. Cobra, up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right arm touch. Inhale, swing left. Exhale, swing right. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, top of the mat. On back toes, crescent pose. Go ahead and rise to the occasion. Sometimes when we doubt ourselves, we have to remember potential is so much greater than we could ever imagine it to be. We have to remember that our growth is unlimited. There's no ceiling to it. Now let's sweep here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale out the mouth, sweep back. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Now inhale, come up to crescent. And then exhale, vinyasa. Get out of there and lower all the way down with good form. Inhale, quality is the key. Exhale, down dog. Left leg lifts, inhale. Left arm, exhale. Swing right, inhale. Swing left, exhale. Extend back, inhale. Top. Crescent pose. Come all the way up. Now in our yoga practice, we're not here to add on to you. We're not even here to fix you. You're perfect just the way that you are. In the Buddhist tradition, they call it original goodness. We're all born with the goodness and the richness of joy, health, beauty, wisdom, unconditional love. But sometimes we have to remove the things that are obscuring that, which is why Bruce Lee said, it's not about the daily increase. It's about the daily decrease. Hack away at the inessentials. So let's let go of the physical, mental, and emotional stuff that is no longer essential. 5 sweeps here. Inhale up. Exhale, sweep back. Inhale up. Exhale, sweep back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, crescent to shine. Exhale, lower down, blending the breath, the body, the heart, the mind. Inhale, we call it coalescence. Exhale, down dog, we call it yoga. Inhale, press back. Exhale, walk or jump, top of that mat. Flat back, inhale. Fold, exhale, bend the knees, take a seat. Chair pose. Arms all the way up to the sky. Hands to prayer position down that midline. Good. Now from here, left elbow to the outer right knee, right thigh. Chair twist. 5 breaths there. Pull the weight back into the heels. In fact, see if you can lift all 10 toes off the ground. Lift them up. Keep the weight in the heels. Release those toes back down. And then notice your knees even with each other. Did your left knee hike out in front of the right? So suck that left thigh back. One last little squeeze. Chair pose, inhale, arms up. And then exhale, hands to prayer, other side. Right elbow, outer left knee, left thigh. Inhales to lengthen. And exhales to deepen. Keep hacking away. Keep chiseling away. Anything that's no longer serving you in a positive way. One last squeeze. Inhale, chair, arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Oh, nice release in the legs. Flat back, inhale. Step or jump back. Lower down, vinyasa, exhale. Cobra up dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right arm touch. Inhale, swing left. Exhale, swing right. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, stick it top of the mat. Crescent pose. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale, hands to prayer. Let's twist it here. So left elbow, outer right knee, right thigh. Crescent twist on the other side. The left leg drives back long. The heart pulls forward and out. The inner thighs are engaged. So you have induction through those inner legs there. Safe and stable in the low back, the sacrum. Give it one last little purifying squeeze. And then inhale, rise and reach. Both arms up. And then exhale, vinyasa. Get out of dodge. Heart explodes open. Exhale, tailbone high. Other side, left leg up, inhale. And then left arm, exhale. Swing right, inhale. Swing left, exhale. Extend back, inhale. top of the mat. Exhale. Crescent pose. Both arms come up. And exhale, hands down the midline. Now right elbow, outer left knee, left thigh. Lunging prayer twist on the other side. One pose at a time, one breath at a time, and one moment at a time, because there's no other place to be than right here. And right here may be sweet at times, and right here may be very intense at times. Try not to judge it. Try not to resist it, because the things you resist and the things that you embrace, you move through with grace. Now, one last squeeze, goodbye. Crescent pose, inhale, both arms, reach to the sky. And then exhale, vinyasa, lower down as we flow. Inhale through a power yoga twist and stretch. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, press back into that warm body. Exhale, walk or spring forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees. Inhale, chair, arms up. And then exhale, hands to prayer. Toe squat. So come down into balancing on your toes and sitting on top of your heels. Now you can stay here if you want. Otherwise, we're going to set up for a twisting crow pose. So if you're into back, hands come down into the ground over to the right, fingertips face to the right, and then you're going to climb your knees right on top of that left elbow, left tricep. And then maybe you lift both feet off the ground for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Softly bring the feet back down. Chair pose, inhale, arms up. And then exhale, forward fold, let it go. Now notice, if you nail the pose, you're not proud of yourself. And if you floundered within the pose, notice that you're not ashamed of yourself. It's just yoga poses. Flat back inhale, you do your best and you let go of the rest. Exhale, vinyasa, lower down. Cobra up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Now it's about to get real. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right tricep touch. Swing to the left arm, inhale. Swing right arm, exhale. 2 more of those. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. 1 more. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Good. Now lower the right knee down towards your right wrist, hovering 2 inches off the mat. Swing to the left wrist, inhale. Swing right wrist, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Now pull the right knee up, right tricep. Inhale, right leg pierces back. Exhale, right foot, top of the mat. Crescent pose. Sorry about those, you guys. Sometimes I get a little carried away. Just get a little excited, you know. Hands to prayer position in front of the chest. By the way, this is like a yoga buffet. And you choose how much you have. You can only blame yourself. My job is to provide the outline. And your job is to find the perfect shading, the perfect color to go in the outline that's custom to you. Now, left elbow out of right knee. This time, left hand into a fist. Right hand on top of the fist. Turn the navel in towards that inner right thigh. Breathe. Good. Now check this out. Take an inhale there. Step the left foot forward to meet the right on the exhale. Twisting chair pose. Just going deeper and deeper, but doing it in a way that, again, is never aggressive. It's almost like an invitation. You're being invited deeper and deeper into the experience. Now from here, we're going to off the ground. And then we're going to lunge the left foot, left toes all the way to the back of the mat. We're going to give that one last squeeze. And then crescent pose. Inhale, arms grow up high. And then rotate to the right on the exhale. Right arm back. Left arm forward, arms wide like a T. Now take that back right hand. Set it on your left hamstring. Take that left arm and reach it up and back for the one arm arching crescent pose. Keep reaching and elevating. Again, no limits, no ceiling to what's possible within you, realizing your greatest, fullest potential. Now, right arm up to meet the left, inhale, and then warrior two on the exhale. Good, how's that right thigh doing? My right thigh is saying something like, Travis, what's wrong with you, man? Why are you keeping me in these intense positions? And I say back to it, you know what? You got this. We're just getting stronger. See if you can stay calm even when the heat is on. Now from here, right hand behind the head and neck, left hand on that outer left leg, straighten the right leg, inhale, should feel good. And then exhale, rebend the right knee. There it is again. Pulse out, inhale, straighten, and then exhale, bend. One more time, inhale, straighten, and then exhale, bend. Good, now keep it bent. Reach the right arm back on the inhale, and then warrior two on the exhale. Now from here, right forearm on top of right thigh, left arm to the sky, or option to drop the right block, or all the way down to the floor, side angle, Parsvakonasana. Stack those arms right on top of each other. Open up that left chest, inhale, and then extend that left arm forward and out on the exhale. And if you're feeling a little crazy right now, and you want a little bit more craziness in the pose, just take your bottom right arm and reach that up and out. And then your right thigh will start yelling at you. See if you can breathe through it. Remember, all things must pass. Everything has a beginning, a middle, and an end. This one's done. Right hand down, left arm up. Reverse that warrior. Inhale, come back. And then exhale, windmill, both hands to the mat. Pause. Spin onto the left toes. And step the left foot forward about 6. Straighten that right knee, right leg. So I think that's about 10 centimeters for those of you outside the US. But essentially, you just find it so you can straighten that front leg, and you can always grab your blocks. Put those underneath the hands here if you want. Now take an inhale, hands down, heart out. And then exhale, fold on top of that right leg. Take a few breaths there. See if you can stretch out the tissues across the back of that right leg. Let it feel like a standing resting pose. No strength required for this one. Just a nice, beautiful, deep stretch. Good. Now on the inhale, heart up and out. And then on the exhale, hands to the hips. On the inhale, come up to standing. And then reach your left arm straight up to the sky. Take your right thumb and bring that right at the top of your right thigh. Press into that right thigh bone. Lock the hips in. And then slowly start to reach out forward through that left arm. Notice how that right thigh wants to hike forward. And your thumb is there to keep it locked into that position of integrity. Good form, good precision in your alignment. Now left hand will come down either on the inside of the foot, on a block, the floor, on top of the foot, or even the outside of the foot. Totally up to you. Find what works for you. And then take that right arm and reach it over to the right. And then inhale, pull the heart up and out. And then exhale, roll the right chest open. Coming into deep twisting triangle pose. Twist and stretch. Twist and stretch. Now, naturally, anything that we squeeze, anything that we massage has an effect on improving blood circulation. And wherever there's circulation, there's also regeneration. You're washing away the old and you're flushing in the new. So it's almost as if you're improving the feng shui of your internal body, or in India, what we might call vastu. Very similar to the feng shui. Give it one last little squeeze, and then exhale, right hand comes down. Flat back on the inhale, hands to the hips on the exhale. Come up to standing on the inhale. Circle those arms up overhead, interlace the fingers, palms inside out. Lean forward on the inhale, a little bend in that front right knee. And then let's take flight on the exhale into a variation of Warrior 3. So left leg back, palms facing forward, challenging the balance. How is your breath? Did you lose the breath? And if so, come back to it. Remember your commitment. Now I'm going to challenge your balance even more. On the inhale, bend your right knee, and then exhale, straighten the leg. 2 more. Inhale, bend the knee, and then exhale, straighten the knee. Now inhale, bend the knee, hold there, keep breathing. Spread those arms out wide, airplane balancing pose. Take a goodbye inhale there. Straighten the leg, come up on the exhale. 1 more inhale to fly. And then exhale, hands down to the ground. Standing splits, left leg still in the air. Relax the head and the neck. Take an inhale, lift the left leg a little higher. And then left knee, right calf, exhale to touch. Good, inhale, pull back. And then exhale, touch the calf. 1 more time, inhale, pulse back. Exhale, touch the calf. Now this time, inhale, pull back. And then lunge the left toes all the way to the back of your yoga mat. So now you're in a runner's lunge pose. Plant the hands onto the ground. Pull the right leg back into a 3-legged down dog. Keep the right leg lifted. And then start to crawl your hands back by your left foot, left leg. Notice your hips even with each other. The right hip on the same axis as the left hip. Now lean into your 5 right fingertips. Bring your left arm to the top of your left thigh. Press that back gently. Good. Now take that left arm and reach it all the way over and up into the good old twisting half moon balancing pose. So this is creating a little storm simulation. You're in the midst of a storm. You're in the midst of a battle. Can you be that Zen warrior in the middle of it all? That even when you're surrounded by intensity, internally, you're imbued with serenity, with equanimity. Take one last inhale, open wide. And then exhale, left hand down to the ground. Keep the right leg lifted. Crawl the hands all the way forward and out. Back to the 3-legged downward facing dog. From here, shift forward to 1-legged plank. So right leg still lifted. Take an inhale there. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, down, chaturanga. Inhale, push up. Exhale, right knee, left arm, exhale. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, 1 more round, right knee, right arm. Inhale back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, left arm touch. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Set the right toes down. Take an inhale, goodbye. Exhale, chaturanga, lower. Inhale, oh man, that sweat is flowing now. Exhale back, down dog. Take a huge inhale through the nose. Stick out the tongue, lion's breath. Let's hear that roar. Come on, you guys, I want to hear you from all around the world. Big inhale through the nose. Let's hear that roar. Last chance, inhale even more. Let it unleash, exhale, roar. Good, inhale, press back. And exhale, walk or jump, top of the mat. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale, bend the knees. Chair pose, inhale, come up. And then exhale. Hands to prayer position in front of the heart. Now, as much as you can, try and contain your excitement for what's coming next. Because now we got to do that whole series on the other side. Are you ready? Let's do it. Toes squat. Bend the knees. Sit back onto the heels. And remember, you can come back to child's pose at any point. You can go there 50 million times if you want. It's all good. Now you can stay here or side crow up. Hands on the ground, a little bit wider than the shoulders. Fingertips face the left. And then just balance on top of that right elbow, right tricep. Side crow, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both feet down to the ground. Inhale, arms up, chair pose, Utkatasana. And exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Vinyasa, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left arm touch. Inhale, swing right. Exhale, swing left. Inhale, exhale, left. Now lower the left knee towards the left wrist. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. One more. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Now pull it up the arm. Inhale, draw back. And then exhale, top of the mat. Crescent pose. The greater the challenge, the greater the reward. The greater the adversity, the greater the moment for potentiality. Hands to prayer position in front of the heart. Right elbow, outer left knee, left eye. Just coming into that twist. Good. Now right hand into a fist. Left hand on top of that fist. And you're just doing your best. It's he told his soldiers of peace. Full effort equals full victory. And Gandhi was a huge fan of the Bhagavad Gita. And one of the main themes and the greatest lessons from the Bhagavad Gita is to be detached from the end result of your efforts. So you can only do your best. It's like you're trying to hit the bullseye, but maybe you miss it. Sometimes you even miss the target, but you always get another chance to try again. Take an inhale there. Exhale, step the right foot forward to join the left. Good. Now, what would happen if you found somewhere in your body right now to yoga pose is embodying two qualities, stereo, which is steadiness, and sukha, which is ease. From here, lift that right foot up and then lunge the right toes all the way back. Give it one last squeeze, last chance, and then crescent pose. Inhale, arms up, and then exhale, rotate to the left. Coming into that spread arm, T-twist on the other side. And there you are in all that sweaty glory, just moving through the fire of tapasya, that purification. Now left hand on the back of that right leg, right arm to the sky. Again, this is just a little taste of what you get in the Yoga Detox 30 program on Interdimension TV. This is a powerful program, and maybe the most powerful program we've ever created. I hope you can join us when it comes out Wednesday, March 17th. From here, inhale, crescent, and exhale, warrior two. Good. Now, find that warrior stance. Find that steadiness. Find that ease. Ready for whatever is coming your way. And meeting it with openness, with courage, with that fearless mind. Beautiful. Left hand behind the head and the neck. Right hand outer right leg. Inhale, straighten the left leg. And then exhale, re-bend that left knee. 2 more. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. Inhale. And then warrior 2. On the exhale. Left forearm on top of that left thigh. Right arm to the sky. So this is the modified version. And maybe this is enough for you. See if you can have the strength of self-restraint so you know when to pull back. You don't need to go as deep into the pose as you can. You need to go as deep as is in alignment with the wisdom of what your body needs. So find the variation that feels right for you. And then open up that right chest, inhale. And then extend that right arm all the way out. On the exhale. If you feel like you want more, take that bottom left arm and reach it up and out. Breathe. Good. Left arm up. Reverse warrior inhale, left thigh on fire. Exhale, both hands come down to the mat. Somebody call the fire station. I think my leg just burst into flames. Step that right foot forward several inches. Straighten that left knee, left leg. Pyramid pose. Let's have a little breather, shall we? Take an inhale, pull the heart up and out. And on the exhale, surrender and yield to gravity as we continue to find more and more levity by getting lighter, lighter in the body, lighter in the mind, lighter in the heart. And that word light is the key word in enlightenment. Hacking away so we're not bogged down by the things that don't matter. You see, this practice of yoga is so much bigger than just doing physical poses. It's a lifestyle. It's a philosophy. It's a way of living life. The poses are great. The physical benefits are amazing. But it's just the beginning. On the inhale, heart up and out. And then exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Take the right arm and reach it to the sky. Take the left thumb and bring it high to the top of that left thigh. Press into the flesh. Make contact with the top of that femur bone and lock that in. Start to lean forward, no hurries. Because the way you get into the pose, leave the pose, is just as important as the pose itself. Feel free to grab your block if you want. I'm going to use mine. And when you're ready, spread that left arm out wide. Take an inhale, chest up and out. And then on the exhale, roll the left chest, roll the left shoulder open. You know, it used to blow me away back in the day when I used to go to yoga classes in Santa Monica, California. And it would blow me away, especially when I was a newer student, because all the advanced students in the room would typically use props. They would use their blocks. But you have shame around using blocks as if they weren't advanced enough. So never, ever, ever fall into that trap of thinking just because you're using a prop in a pose means that you're somehow less than others. In fact, any time in life that we feel inferior or superior to another human being, that's just being dominated by our ego. Our ego loves to compare. But as they say, comparison is the thief of joy. Let's not steal away our joy. Let's reclaim our joy. It's our birthright. Take one last inhale, open. And then exhale, left hand comes down. Flat back, inhale. Hands to the hips, exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Both arms to the sky. Interlace the fingers, palms inside out. Start leaning forward on the inhale. And then when you're ready, let's get light. Leg driving back with intent. Good, with the breath and the flow and the mind and the zone as we move through every muscle, tendon, ligament, joint, and bone in the body. Now inhale, bend the left knee, come down. Exhale, straighten the left leg, rise up.
Inhale to bend and exhale to straighten. Good. Inhale, bend, hold there. Take those arms, spread them wide in the air. Now inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, hands come down. Oh boy. Standing splits. Right leg lifts. Take an inhale there. Exhale, right knee, left calf. Give it a touch. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, touch that calf. Inhale, more knees. Exhale, bring it in mindfully. Inhale, right leg back diligently. Step it all the way back softly. Plant the hands onto the ground thoroughly. Pull the left leg back for longevity. Good. Crawl the hands all the way back compassionately. And then hug the thighs in consciously. Good. Lean into the left hand and reach the right arm all the way up to the sky. Twisting half moon. Parivrita. Ardha Chandrasana. You got a twist. You got strength. You got balance. You got flexibility. And because of that, you got excitement. Because you're exposing so many different things. It's like the world's greatest form of cross train. Inhale, open sesame. And the ground. Crawl the hands back out. Top of the mat. We're almost there, you guys. Last physically challenging part of the class. Slide forward, upward push-up plank. Take an inhale there. Left knee, left tricep, exhale. Inhale, pull back. Exhale down, chaturanga. Inhale, press up. Exhale, cross right arm. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, left knee, left arm. One more round. Inhale back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, cross right arm. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Set the left toes down. Exhale. Take a goodbye inhale there. And then exhale, last. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, cobra. Never so delicious. Exhale, last. Down dog of the class. Take a big inhale through the nose and out the mouth. Exhale, let it go. Woo! Oh, what the hell was that? That was mayhem. God, if you're still with me right now, and maybe there's nobody out there anymore, maybe everybody said, screw this. Travis is a punk. I'm not doing yoga with that lunatic. But if you are still with me, which I have no idea if they are, it's an honor to be here, sweating with you, being challenged with you. Take one last inhale. So grateful for you. Exhale, both knees down to the ground. Crawl the knees forward towards the top of the mat. Cross the left leg over top the right, down onto the floor. Setting up for what we call the shoelace pose. Good. Now from here, bring your hands up to prayer position in front of the heart. And we're going to start off with this kind of cool variation that we do in the Yoga Detox 30 program, where we bring the right elbow to the outer left knee, left thigh. So a little twist there. Feel free here to close the eyes if that feels right for you. And then see if you can smooth the breath out. If you're like me right now, you're huffing and puffing, which is a good sign. Just means that you challenge your cardio. Your heart rate got elevated. You know, and there's no reason why yoga can't be both incredibly physically strong and also incredibly meditative deep. So often it's hard to find both combined. Sometimes we get a great physical class, but there's no spirituality to it. Sometimes we get a very spiritual class, but there's no physical intensity to it. I'm of the philosophy, why not have it both? Because ultimately, the stronger your body is, then the more that you can achieve your dharma, your ability of spreading your special gift that you came here in this human life to give, to share to others. We're all born with that gift. Come back to middle on the inhale, and then fold straight down on the exhale to your own degree, whether that's an inch or whether that's several inches. You can always set up props here if you want. Support the weight of the head with a block or two. Use your bolster if you want. And just slowing down and taking advantage of all that warmth that you created. Slowing the body down. Slowing the breath down. And also slowing the brain waves down from high beta to mid beta to low beta. As we cross over into alpha and theta brain waves, then we begin to access the subconscious. Taking advantage of getting into the software of our subconscious. See if you can hear one word quality or intention and then repeat that, and it'll be even more effective now that we've moved beneath and below that analytical mind. Repeat that word several times silently, internally. Nice and gently allow the repetition of the word to go, and we'll take the last several moments just in the beauty, the elegant simplicity of internal silence. Good, and nice and easily begin to transition yourself all the way back up. And then we'll come into the same pose on the other side. So in a count or clockwise motion, you're just going to spin the body all the way around. I always call this slow-mo breakdancing yoga style. So you come back facing forward. And now your right leg is on top of your left leg. We'll start off with the twist. So inhale, hands to prayer. And then left elbow, outer right knee, right thigh to the twisting variation. So many of us were so dominated by what's happening around outside of us. We become disconnected from the richness of what we contain inside of us. I'll never forget when I was on day 7 of a long meditation retreat. It was 10-day Vipassana retreat where you're meditating about 10 to 12 hours every day. You're in silence the whole time. You're not talking or speaking or communicating with anyone. I remember one particular meditation, my mind got so profoundly quiet. I started to hear the most beautiful angelic choir inside of my mind. And it wasn't something that I was imagining or fabricating. It was as real, maybe even more real than anything I've heard outside of me. It sounded like HD sound times a trillion. And it was mesmerizing and just utterly beautiful. And it felt like a gift from another world, another dimension. And this is possible for all of us when the mind gets quiet enough, the things that we can hear within. As Ram Dass says, the quieter the mind becomes, the more that you can hear. Hear the voice of intuition, inner wisdom, inner beauty,
and grace. Come back forward on the inhale. And then fold over down on the exhale. Take those last few breaths. Beautiful, nice and easily. Come all the way back up. This time, bring the hands onto the floor behind you, uncross the legs, feet flat. And then windshield wiper those knees side to side. We've actually had a rare rainy morning here in Los Angeles. And these windshield wipers right now, symbolic of clearing the windshield of your mind so that you can see things as they really are. One of the definitions of mindfulness and meditation. Dragonfly. So feel free to pivot the body towards one side. Spread the legs out as wide as you like. Get your props ready if you have them. And then we'll just fold over and down to your own degree. And then, and we don't want to like force our way into the pose. If I wanted to, I could force my way all the way down into the floor. But instead of going 100%, see if you can think about going maybe 30, 40, 50% max. So there's a real softness to the pose. There's a quality of humility. You got nothing to prove here. Just like there's a force of gravity weighing us all down towards the earth, there's also an inward force, an inward pull. In yoga, we call it pratyahara. And that force is inviting us to be pulled in more and more to being centered. Sometimes we fight it, sometimes we resist it, and we exhaust ourselves because ultimately it's a force, whether we like it or not, that will win at the end of the day. What would happen if you let go and you yielded to that force and you felt yourself moving deeper and deeper and deeper
into the very core and essence of all that you are. Last few breaths there. Nice, you guys. That's it for that one. Go ahead and eat. Bring the legs back together. Bring the legs forward to the top of the mat. Shake the legs out. From here, we'll recline all the way down onto our backs. Hug your knees and your thighs into your belly. Keep your right knee hugged in. Extend your left leg forward along the mat. Open your right arm out to the right. Take the right knee all the way over to the left to a twist. And then you can stay here, or you can come into cat pulling its tail by bending the left heel in, reaching down, grabbing your left foot with your right hand. Finding the position for your head and your neck that feels right for you. And in the same way that we took the time to build the energy up at the beginning of our practice, taking the time to bring it all back down. So the class really is like climbing a mountain. Feel yourself making that final smooth descent. Feeling the gratitude that you did it. You showed up today. Most importantly, you showed up for yourself. Your left foot in your right hand, just release the left leg back out. Back up to center. Draw the left knee in to join right. Switch sides, right leg forward. Left arm out to the left. Twist it all the way over now. Other side. Option if you want to bend the right foot in, reach down, grab the right foot with the left hand.
Taking a last couple of minutes here before we slip to our final resting pose, Shavasana. If you have your right foot, release the right leg back out towards straight. Bring the left knee all the way neutral. Hug your knees into your belly. And then finally, on an inhale, curl the forehead up to the knees. Give everything one last big squeeze. And exhale, Shavasana. Release and relax all the way down to your back. Allow your legs and your arms to take up some real estate around you and your mat. Feel spacious in the body. And after all that breathing, all that flowing, all that strengthening and balancing and stretching, now allow yourself to slip to the heart and soul of the practice, into that stillness, that silence. As the great Persian poet Rumi says, silence is the language of God. All else is a poor translation. Last few minutes, Shavasana.
Everybody from here, nice and easily. Start to bring your awareness back to your space, back to your mat, and back to your body, just there being held and supported on the ground. Bring the legs together side by side, reach the arms up overhead, interlace the fingers. Turn the palms inside out, give everything a good stretch. Reach the hands forward, grab the knees, grab the shins. And then we'll transition all the way up to a last, final, comfortable cross-leg seated position. Come up to seated. Sit up nice and tall. Bring the hands to prayer position in front of your chest, in front of your heart. Slightly bow the forehead down. Keep the eyes closed. Bring the backs of the thumbs up to the center of the forehead for clarity of mind. Fingers down to the mouth for thoughtfulness of speech. And then hands back to the center of the chest for consistency of action. Allowing your yoga to shine through all that you think, all that you say, and all that you do. Much health, much wealth, much love to you. And namaste. So thank you guys so much for joining me for this very, very special class. Thank you for your support and subscribing to the channel. And I feel like maybe when we hit the next 100,000 milestone, we should do this again. It felt so good to connect with you. If you're interested in the new Yoga Detox 30 program, stay tuned. You'll be able to find that on Interdimension TV. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know how your practice was and where you're practicing from in the world. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Thanks again. Namaste.